Hello everyone, welcome to Bonsai Expression. Today I thought we'd take a look at my 15p Japanese maple. As you can see, it's flopping about above me. I've let it grow an awful lot this year, and it's not just here, but it's all the way up here as well. Just look at the length of it. So we had this tiny little tree when we last worked on it, and it's just absolutely gone wild. Which is not a bad thing, it's got lots of vigour, but we need to start looking at it and get it back into some sort of shape. So let's get working on it today. My 15p Japanese maple, this thing has gone absolutely crazy with the amount of fertilizer I've given it. Now it doesn't look like the old 15p Japanese maple. It's got quite a lot of vigor in it, it's got lots of growth, and it's got all the way, you can see if I just pan all the way up, it's completely and utterly all the way up here. Like, it's massive. So let's get you back down here, back down to reality, as they say. So where we had nice shape is now elongated. So all this was down here previously, and now everything's just gone mental. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in some of this top growth down here, because we're not going to use it, and it just makes everything a little bit easier to work on, because I keep getting the odd gust of wind and it keeps blowing it over. Now I don't know how far I'm going to bring everything down to in the design, so I'm just going to come in and just snip some of this down. There we go, just so it's a little bit more manageable. There we go, a little bit more manageable, and the wind's not blowing everything everywhere. And now it's actually in frame as well, so you can see the tree. It's a lot nicer. And if I just move these out the way, you can see it's elongated, it's grown up. So all this was actually shrunk further down into the tree here. This section here was down here, so it's got lots of growing on it. So I'll move you in a little bit closer in just a second, and we'll get working on it. We just need to bring everything in nice and tight, remove the stuff we don't want, and get this tree looking a little bit more tree-like, and get it into some sort of shape. Because for now, everything's just pushed growth. I've got two growing from the same spot here. I've got the same up in this section here. It just needs a neat and tidy. And quite frankly, I haven't touched it since the last video. And I think that was early spring. It was still pretty cold. It might have even been early winter. So yeah, time to actually get onto this and get it going. And because it is now coming into September, so yeah, we're on late August now, going into September before the move, so we need to start trimming this back, get it into some sort of bonsai looking shape. But overall, the tree looks pretty decent already. So I'll give you a nice little spin, just so you can see what we're looking at. Now these lower sections here, now I don't know if they're going to be part of the design, but for the time being, I'm at least going to leave them on, and I'll add them as part of the design, just because it gives me the option later on. So if I do decide to bring the tree back completely, I've got lower branches to work with, and if I don't, I can always remove them. And if I leave them as well, as they thicken up, they'll help thicken the low part of the trunk. So it gives me plenty of options to going forward. One thing I will do though is just bring them back neatly. I do want to remove this one, I do want to remove this one though, just because I don't want two branches on either side. So I'll just remove that one, as I say there. This one, I'm just going to come back and remove to one pair of leaves. Just like that. Other than that, I'm just going to leave them branches. I've got this one here, this one going back, and then I've got one just moving up in the correct area just there. So, nice and neat, as you can see. Now if I move up into this area here, you can see I've got this branch just here. It is moving backwards. I'm going to take it out. It's going back in towards the tree, and I may as well clean up the dead stub as well that's there, and I'll just bring it back to the pair of leaves as well. Moving around again, the branch here, which is on the back, I don't know if you can see it proper, is also going in the wrong direction, so I will take that one out. And then this branch, again, I'm just going to bring it back to the pair of leaves like we did in the previous video on this section here. So it comes up, splits again, hopefully, and that'll push buds back further into the tree. Just in between as well, I've got this section. Now, I do like the branch, although it is in the wrong place. Further up would have been nice, so I'm going to have to just take it out as it's interfering. I've got a section there as well, I may as well just take out. While we've just moved that, you can now see, hopefully you can see these ones further in. Just try and bend these out the way. You can see all these are now growing in towards the tree, so we want to be taking these out. Take that one off as well, it grows up. Not taking that one out just yet. Just going to have a look from the other side and see what we can do. So I'll just pan you up a little bit just so you can continue to see where I'm at. This section here, just going to cut back again into these two pairs, reducing the height. So this whole section we just cut out at the back, I'm just going to come out and remove the whole top itself. Makes the tree look a lot cleaner. So I've got the back section going off, I've got the front section coming off here. So if you bring it around, it looks a lot cleaner. Coming off to the side, splitting off completely. As you can see, there we go. This branch here we'll probably use, and I'll probably get rid of this one lower down. As I say, it probably won't get used. I'm flicking it, you probably can't see it properly, but if I just move you again, this one here I'm probably not going to use. I'll probably use this one. As you can see there, looks better in the design. Move you back up again. So we've just done this section. Let's continue into the top part of the tree. Just here, I've got this one growing, and I've got a section that's growing up as well. I'm going to take it out because it is got two branches growing in the same part. Now I've got all this that grows up in the same section. I've got a nice little piece here as well, so I could take all this out if I wanted to and grow from here, which I do think I like. But before I decide on that, if I just move all this out the way, I'm hoping you can see, I've got this section here I'm just going to come and take out. I don't want that there. In fact, I'm going to take all of that off, just such. I'll keep that one. I need to take out that middle section there. There we go. Back branch I bring in. Going back to this section here, this one's crossing, and there's that. Let's get them out. Bring this one back. Now, make a decision. Do I keep this section and leave this? Tell you what, I'm just going to leave it for now, and I'll make a decision later on. I do have a stub there, see if I can just take that out. There we go, snip that off. Up top, I'm going to take this one off. Now, my leader splits off. Let me show you that. Where we've just cut and reduced everything, I've now got a leader which splits at the top. I could reduce the whole section down, have this as my leader, or bring it right back and have that as a leader. If I brought it back, had this as my leader, it would eradicate this whole decision here. So, what do we do? Well, let's check out the design. We could take this bit off. This could be our leader here. Reduce the whole tree back. Well, let's start by making one small decision at a time. There's one decision. We could go with that. So if I give you a zoom out, and on that angle you can see it looks really long and leggy here. So I think what we need to do really is completely take this top section off, reduce the whole height of the tree, because it just looks too long and leggy. Let's keep going. I'm going to come in. I think we'll go with that. I think that's probably the best decision. Reduce the height. This gap here, now if I just alter it a little bit, bring you back down, you can see this is still really long. My next set of buds are down here, so what I'd like to do is still reduce this section. Hopefully it'll push some more buds down here and I can reduce it again. But for the time being, I do like it. We can push some buds around here and hopefully it'll push more buds as well. Force more buds off this section of the trunk. Everything else is coming in really nice. Got the lower branches all coming in. As I say, with all those lower branches we've left, I just threw my tools on the floor, don't know why. So with all them lower branches, it can potentially be part of the design. These two, maybe not so much, but definitely this one here now. The only thing that's not quite nice, as I say, is this top section, but again we can work with that. Everything else is looking really good. Just in case you want to know how much I've taken off, we've just come and removed all this little section here. So I took a couple of not major sized parts of the trunk, but we took a couple of decent sized bits, and then the rest of it has just been sections of leaves. So even though it was long and leggy, we've just done a slight trim, and this is what we're left with. So the tree's looking quite healthy and it's doing well. So this is a long section that I'm not keen on, but again, it's still in development and we can correct that in the future. This will be now the new leader, so it'll just grow towards the light this way, and it should back bud nicely, and then again we can lower it down. The 15p Japanese maple, really loving this one. 15p, you can't argue with that, and it's going in the right direction. Still alive, still cracking on. Oh, I've got a piece there that we've cut off, still hanging about, doesn't want to go. Anyway, it's all set up again. Next little bit more. For the next bit of the development, it's looking more and more like a bonsai every time we get back to this one. So, pretty happy with it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'll put it against my white top so you can see proper. There we go. Let me know in the comments. 15p Japanese maple for the win. Anyway, if you like this one, please do give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe. 65% of my viewers are still not subscribed, so please do hit that subscribe button. And yeah, welcome to the channel. Follow it. Costs nothing. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching again, and have a good day, everyone. Bye, guys.